To the top right hand side, our orange Protoss player. This is GunGFuBanDa. Up against the blue Zerg in the bottom left hand side. Give it up if you're cheering on Bly. So GunGFuBanDa versus Bly. Again, today is one of those days where we probably don't have the time to cast all of the matches, in all honesty, guys. But I will try and cast as many of them as I can. So please do let me know if there's anyone in particular you'd like to see. It's very likely that we do cast the others tomorrow, while we kind of fill time between tournaments, for example, and stuff like that. We'll probably cast for another hour or so tonight, I think. Again, I'm not feeling super great. My head's a little bit jumbled and so on, so we'll probably do 7-ish best of 3s tonight. We'll obviously let you guys know the results of the other matches as well, before we go offline, because we also want to do the group drawing. Did you see the probe coming in? Probe moving around. Again, if Bly wins this, he goes up 2-1 in the group. He just has to play Braddock to potentially be 3-1. I feel like Bly's in a great spot to do very well in this group. Hearthstone currently 1-1. Also has, I believe, Braddock and GunGFuBanDa left to play. So we also have Hearthstone there to potentially check in on, see what can happen. Well, that'll be interesting. Intrigued to see what goes on there. Well, GunGFuBanDa is currently 0-1 again. We only saw one serious hit out of him today, so looking to try and bounce back himself. He also has to play Hearthstone and Braddock. Actually, honestly, the rest of the matches are really cool. It's just because today's been a lot longer. Again, usually when we cast all 10 best of 3s, it takes like 5.5 hours or thereabouts, right? Like 5 to 5.5 hours. Today we're 4 hours in and we've got 5 best of 3s left. So just going to be a little bit realistic with what's going on. What you didn't know is the Protoss natural. Yes, you're right. I didn't notice that there was a hatch block and an Evo chamber. I'm sorry, not much changes. Ay. I told you, I'm reading chat. I'm not really doing very well today, multitasking and stuff like that, so apologies. I'm not being a very good caster. But you're stuck with me, so I guess that's my my own personal victory. Yay. There's other streams as well, though, guys. If you actually don't like the casting and stuff like that, there is other games that might be a bit better at actually showing what's going on, even if you can't understand them. What killed the Evo chamber? It takes damage over time because it's not on creep. Didn't realize Wardy was such a lightweight. I'm not a lightweight. It's been a long week, man. I've been casting every single day. And today, my fucking... So, I moved in my new apartment recently, right? So today, I had the beautiful experience of after going to bed at like 5 AM because I was up late doing YouTube stuff, my YouTube channel. Well, by the way, youtube.com/WardiTV. Doing YouTube stuff and organizing tournaments, sending out invites, making groups. I went to bed at like 5 AM to get woken up at 9 AM by the postman ringing my doorbell. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't order anything because it's for my fucking neighbor. Oh. So now I'm gonna disconnect the buzzer. The buzzer for my apartment I can turn off. I'm now gonna turn that off every night because I am not dealing with my neighbor's parcels. Like, as much as I'm happy to take my neighbor's parcel, it has absolutely killed me today because I woke up after 4 hours sleep and I could not get back to sleep either. So, I don't care if I don't get much sleep out of my own choice or like something that I have to do. But I did not plan on waking up at 9 AM and not going back to bed because I had to sign for my neighbor's parcel. So, yeah. I didn't even know what I was going to do with my neighbor's parcel. I've been out since I just left it outside their door. Because, I mean, what was I meant to do? I'm going to be out until like 3 AM tonight. I'm going to be out all day tomorrow when they get home until like 3 AM. I'm not having them knock on my door at like 8 AM to get it. That's not happening. So I just left outside their door. It's pretty secure place. It's not like it's on the middle of a street or something, but I just left outside the door because I figured, they'll be back in an hour. They'll be fine, right? So yeah. It was a fragile parcel, guys. If it was a good-looking girl, you couldn't be complaining. No, I would really much rather sleep so I could cast properly, It'd be much more fun to just have a proper, good old stream. I like casting. Yeah, the neighbor's a good-looking girl. Great. I'm sure I have loads of chances to get with her, guys. Yeah, I'm sure she's gonna fall in love with me because I signed for a fucking delivery. Hey, how you doing? I stay up until 5 a.m. shouting at my computer screen. No? You're not into that? Okay, fair enough. Bye. Ling is running around here to see what's going on. 6 drones, 15 Lings have been killed. It's actually been a pretty successful opening from GunGFuBanDa. Got a lot of damage done. And his blood does start to go in towards a few extra roaches. Hey honey, I cast StarCraft and signed for Power Souls. There's gotta be some good jokes in there. Is there anything else you'd like me to deliver? Oh yeah. This isn't the only package I have for you. Oh Jesus. What have I opened the chat up into? Seconds of blood gonna go running around the left and gonna run up in towards the third base. Do you see a Stalker and a Zealot there to push away at the Lings? The Adepts here from GunGFuBanDa trying to shade on by, but not having very much success. Roaches just greeting them pretty fast. I mean, they could commit to the shade, but there's more roaches there anyways. Plus the Queen. But it's kind of tough because they're also taking damage over here. It's kind of like you shaded in the wrong direction. You should have shaded home rather than shading forwards. He's kind of bluff, or not even a bluff, but it's kind of his roll of the dice to say, well, if I shade forwards, maybe you pull back off of my current Adepts. Didn't happen because Blyde made enough units anyways. In fact, Blyde's army supply right now is pretty terrifying. 62 to 23. 9 more roaches on the way out. He's going to go Tunneling Claws and Burrow as well. So Blyde really going to try and get this set up here. As the roaches come up and they do pick off 1 Stalker, 2 Stalkers, Zealot in the wall off. As we're going to be seeing, well, the roaches though still just picking off so many units. Couple roaches will turn around up here. Stasis Ward catches a good few of them. 6 get caught. These probes are in some trouble, though they weren't mining anyways. 2 more Stalkers being warped in as we do see another probe getting picked off. 4 probes down so far. And again, just going to be seeing the roaches from Blight. Just going to be hanging around. Oh, Stasis Ward coming down. That's going to get picked off now. As we're going to be seeing the Stalkers, the Immortal. Going to be in some trouble, just fully surrounded. I mean, these units just never had a chance. There's just so many roaches here. Feels like Bly might just take this one down nice and quickly. Here in game number 1 of this best of 3. Not really much craziness about it. Fallon goes down, and we're going to be seeing those, well, that gateway unpowered. Probes pulling in as we are going to be seeing the roaches continuing to chase, and another Immortal does drop. And these probes continue to take some more hits as well. 17, 20 workers down, 23 workers down, and counting 27. 31, 32, another pylon. Stalkers are going to get picked off as well. And this is going to be pretty much GG's. There's no way you hold on to this. And Bly will pick up a fast game. Game number 2, an upper game to the top left-hand side. Our Blue Zerg, give it up. Cheering on Bly. And to the bottom right, our orange Protoss player is GunGFuBanDa there from Team I. Hey guys, you know today might be the first day we don't hit our daily donation goal this month. That's actually bonkers that this month has been so good for us so far. 12 days in. It's actually insane. You guys have been so stupidly supportive this month. It's been fantastic. Thank you so much for all the support. The fact that we're 12 days in, we're already 52 subs above 500 as well is just fantastic. So shout out to all of you for being awesome. We're going to keep on streaming pretty much every day up until Christmas. We've got some good content lined up after Christmas as well, so and we actually already have fully booked the first 2 weeks of January, so we're just streaming, and streaming some more. We ain't stopping, guys, we ain't stopping. Wardy's ladder rank is good enough to brag about, but not quite enough to get him laid. Don't even know what that's meant to mean. Oh, look at this, a fort coming up very early from GunGFuBanDa. Let's talk about the cannon rush then, guys. We didn't see the pro putting down the first 2 pylons. Proxy hatch counter from Bly. So he gets that set up as his overlord obviously does see this coming down. He obviously is not too concerned about it to have this hatchery setting up in the main base. So this is very possibly more of a... It could be kind of a response from Bly, but why do you have the drone across the map already? Yeah, it's... interesting. We see a couple of drones getting going. Second gas taken very quickly. He will just cancel this hatch. doesn't force... I mean, GunGFuBanDa wasn't going to be forced into more cannons anyway. There was no contest on this position at all, so... Don't think GunGFuBanDa knows about the hatchery on the main base. Okay, now he does. I said, and now he's just going to drop down a pylon, get this going. What's up, Rushi? How you doing? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas right back at you. Thank you so much for the 7-month resub. I feel like I've already given you a Christmas decoration on the tree, though. Is that true? I feel like your 6-month resub came in December as well, but am I just going crazy? I don't know what it is. You have another decoration if you... Anyways, I guess. Smart man, saves up his resubs. Get more decorations. Another hatchery coming down. This one is seen as well by GunGFuBanDa, so GunGFuBanDa very aware of this now. You're not sure? No worries then, I'll get you another one up. Let's go. Or a one up. I just feel like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason I just had a feeling, but if you're not sure, there's no worries at all. We'll get you one straight on the tree after this. How did Bly win game 1? He killed all the adepts of his opponent, then he counterattacked with roaches, and there wasn't many units to survive with, so GunGFuBanDa kind of just died right then and there. If I find yours on the tree, maybe just give me a rift bush, dude. I'm not going to be finding anything on the tree. Have you seen the tree? As these roaches try and scuttle around. I'm going to put the camera up. The tree is absolutely jam-packed of decorations. I'm not finding you on the tree. Let me tell you that much. Not happening. It's bonkers. Couple of roaches taking some shots. Here's the cannons. Well, doing a good job of kind of picking them off. The probes surround a Ravager here, which is pretty sick. Ravager goes down. The roach taking some damage. I mean, another proxy hatch on this side. Remember, Bly has no hatchery back at home. So he is actually fairly reliant on this doing something here. And GunGfu, he does see there's no hatchery. Here, at least, of course, he doesn't know about the other bases that are very commonly taken. Although he did know about this hatchery in the forward position. So that's something which he scouted and which he knows about. He'll come forwards and see that the units are producing here. So he'll maybe know to back away and to maybe set up some extra cannons and shield batteries to defend with here on the natural. So Free Stalkers and Adepts starting to make their way through this hatchery in the front. Overlord just still chilling out overhead. Roaches taking quite a bit of damage at the moment. And the Stalker's having a very good time. There goes one Roach. Should really get that Ravager, I feel. Stalker shots will get the kill. Kill the Ravager! Oh, too late. Well, not really too late. He'll still get the kill on it. Maybe he didn't want to cancel it. Maybe he wanted the gas to be wasted. That would actually be a pretty smart play, honestly. Just wait because you know you're going to kill it anyways. Then you know there's just 75 gas that the Zerg isn't getting back. And for no real reason other than you waited. You took a little bit of damage on the Stalker, I guess. Arguably, that was not worth it. Two more Ravagers getting set up. As obviously, Bly is going to get ready to try and break this, but I kind of feel like GunGFuBanDa's bought so much time. He's killed so many units. And he comes forward with 4 Stalkers again. Another Ravager goes down. How are you ever going to break anything if you don't actually keep your units alive, Bly? Another unit picked off here, and GunGFuBanDa is having the time of his life on this so far. He is absolutely loving it, I reckon, at the moment. Another couple of vials dropping down there. As you see the Stalkers for a moment. Firing onto a Ravager. Going to continue being pushed back in towards the natural shield batteries here. Finally, Bly feels as though he's got enough units to actually make a difference with some of these fights. And to actually kind of fight himself. A couple more Crows of Battles will drop. Stalkers have to be careful. Shield battery goes down. Oh, across the bows. Oh, that was brutal. GunGFuBanDa kind of just walked into those. He loses a bunch of his Stalkers. Why no Robo? Maybe he just thought as though he didn't need a Robo because he could hold it with gateway units. It's a possibility, in fairness. It's not that crazy an idea. Those battles were absolutely sickening. They were absolutely, actually to this moment in time, game-changing, I would say, because without them, the Stalker count would be absolutely crazy, and I don't think Bly would be having anywhere near as much success breaking his way through this natural wall-off. Ling speed's about to finish, so Lings can start flooding forwards. That's obviously, if you get enough Lings up, that's kind of scary, but right now I don't think there's enough Lings up. There's no Queen in the main, there's no Queen over here, so the lava production just isn't there to spam a bunch of Zerglings. I mean, the Stalker count's done good enough, though, right? I mean, I guess there's more Ravagers on the way. It's still going to be a bit tough, but there's so many shield batteries to work with. Let's see. As we do see the Stargate on the way up in the main base. So GunGFuBanDa setting up into a Stargate now. Bly still looking to press forwards and to try and break this position. Shield batteries continue to finish up. Here we go. Lingers, Ravagers, and Roaches pressing forwards. Zealot in the front is going to get healed up by the shield batteries too. There goes the pylon. Oh, another corrosive ball hits the Zealot as well. So shield battery healing up nicely there. And as we do see those couple of adepts are going to be putting some damage on the counter. That's actually really nice. Suddenly Bly isn't mining. Huh. Okay, well Bly doesn't have anything at home to kind of defend adepts with apparently. So now he just isn't mining at all. The Lingers do have speed and they are kind of looking in good numbers here. Corrosive Bile is going to pick off another shield battery right away. I mean, you can only have so many Corrosive Biles every so often, right? So it's not helping them out super in the long run. Man, there's adepts still going off in the main. Lingers are going to be fighting against these Stalkers here. The Stalkers trying to macro around. Corrosive Bile hits on one of the Stalkers. Stalkers keep on pressing forwards, targeting down these Ravagers. A lot of Ravagers taking a lot of damage at the moment. Ling goes down. Roach is taking some shots as well. Two more Stalkers being warped in there. What's up, Wush J? Oh, sorry, I know you meant to tell me to just call you Wush. I kiss. Told you, Habit, man, Habit. How you doing? Live from Detroit Airport. How you doing? Where you off to? You see Zealots and Stalkers backing away. I feel like he maybe could have picked off that Ravager as it finished. Bly isn't mining. Oh, yeah, yes, he is mining. He's mining over here, but he isn't mining gas. He isn't mining gas. That's not really too useful, is it? Void Ray about to pop up as well. The Void Ray is kind of the be-all and end-all of this, right? Comes out with a Void Ray. He's going to be able to push this back and pretty much wins the game. Stalker gets prodded there. We'll see that Overlord getting taken down. And again, these Overlords just getting pushed back a little bit. Two Adepts that were kind of initially denying the mine in the main base now get taken down towards the back as we see Stalkers and Zealots are pulling back towards the natural position. The Ravagers still going big. Corrosive Bile's dropping down, but there is a big lead for GunGFuBanDa in workers, in army. The Void Ray here, there's no answer to it. There was never even a Queen made, and so there's just no way to push it down, and that is a GG. That is going to be GunGFuBanDa tying us. Right music for the stream. Blind, he's the blue zerg. Oh, shut up. Blind blue zerg in the bottom right side of the map. And to the top left, our orange Protoss player, GunGFuBanDa. We're just saying that this probably isn't going to be our last series, but we'll probably do this series and one more series. We'll probably do this series and one more. And then we'll have 3 series to cast kind of in the downtime tomorrow. It's just one of those days which has been a lot longer than usual, guys. Obviously, if this game ends up very quick and the next series we cast is very quick as well, maybe we'll do another one as well. But again, like I said, I don't feel like I'm casting very well today, and sometimes it just feels like it's better to maybe save a couple of replays for tomorrow rather than casting it all today. But we will do the playoff drawing. We can do the playoff drawing today as well. Full cannon and a gateway coming down. We're going to be seeing the hatchery. Gets cancelled there, so immediately Bly is looking for maybe a similar response. But this time the hatchery in the main gets found right away, so GunGfu can actually just start to cannon rush this. Dude, you're casting just fine. Don't listen to the haters. Dude, it's not that no one's hating, actually. Chat is very positive. It's just I don't feel like I'm casting very well. And I'm not I'm feeling like I might just need a couple hours extra chill time tonight to get ready for what is a long stream tomorrow as well. Tomorrow, I'm going to start at 11 a.m. my time. We're going to be casting all the way through until probably about 10 or 11 p.m. It's going to be a long day of StarCraft tomorrow. Anyways, this hatchery in the main found. That's obviously a big deal. He went for a gateway with this GunGFuBanDa, so he's actually able to get that Zealot out quite quick. And just this cannon on the low ground. Bly with no real expansion, apart from this one that's coming up on the third base of GunGfu. So kind of setting up into a similar style as what we saw in game number 2. Cancels the cannon because the hatchery cancels there. No surprise. Run from Bly. It's funny because it is kind of a very similar game to the last game, but obviously being dealt with in different ways. In the early stages at least. There's not going to be roaches popping out in the main base and stuff like that. As a GC Vepicel just going to be swiping away, working its way through that extractor. So getting some damage done. Probably good to kind of stay on that there and keep on picking his way through it. Cancel and a rebuild. It's a little bit frustrating. Pulls enough probes now, though. Perfect number to actually get this assimilator for himself. So, good job, as we do see the cannon get set up as well. Down on the third base. It's actually going to be 2 cannons setting up on the third base right now. So, looking to try and pick their way through this hatchery. Another hatchery goes in towards the main. I just don't know if Bly's really going to ever get enough going for himself here, right? Like, it just feels like, I mean, 2 roaches on the way, which are going to spawn up into 2 cannons, right? And a shield battery to back it up as well. Okay, I am 100% not a believer in Bly right now. I'm not going to lie. As much as I want to be, I just don't see what he does. Morphs a Ravager from a distance. Okay, cool. But, I mean, now more Stalkers come out, and I'm not convinced just yet. I mean, if this hatchery goes down, this hatchery never really comes up, then where are you going to keep on producing units from? At that point, the Frostboy is just going to have to way too much, and you still don't have a hatchery on your own side of the map to properly mine from or saturate, so it isn't like there's a long-term plan here for Bly. Hatchery goes down, Corrosive Bow to help the cannons. The Stalker's taking some damage too. The shield battery actually going to be used all of its energy pretty quickly there, as we will see the Stalkers chasing for the Roach kill. Should be able to get the Ravager kill as well. A little bit of dancing. Roach is coming in from the left side as well. GunGFu backing away just slightly, being a little bit cautious here, honestly. And as we see, the Roaches, the Ravagers continue to go down. Now this hatchery up in the main base, still being swiped at by the Zealot. Pylon will drop down too. But I think Bly's in a lot of trouble. I mean, a lot of trouble. This Zealot's still swiping on the hatchery. It's going to be seeing this hatchery go down in just a moment or so. And well, now Bly has nothing left apart from 1 Ravager attack, but there's already a good amount of Stalkers up. And I'm kind of surprised by the lack of cannons on this natural, but I guess cannons being Corrosive Bar down, whereas Stalkers can obviously keep on pushing this back. 1 Roach here is snuck into the main base, but I mean, yeah, great, 1 Roach. But what's Bly's long-term plan? Like, he's literally trying to break this with Roaches walking across the map to reinforce what is already a fairly lackluster attack. We're talking now 5 Roaches and 3 Ravagers are going to hit at the 6-minute marker against what's already 4 Stalkers. Warp Gate finished. Shield battery set up. Again, the only thing I'm surprised about is the lack of maybe a cannon or 2. But again, to Stargate as well, I mean, that also works just fine, right? Get a Void Ray up, and that's once again a complete shutdown, or even an Oracle, I guess. Target the Ravagers, go across the map maybe. Bly is not in a great spot right now. Has the army supply, but if this army doesn't win him the game, not much will. Actually, nothing will. Never mind, not much. Nothing will. Corrosive Bars, the Stalkers hide back away in the wall off there. Same story once more just then. Ravagers still just Corrosive bound between the gateway and the forge. This is going to be, well, kind of rough though. I mean, the Oracle can pop its energy and just start kind of working its way through these Ravagers as well, which will guarantee kills. I mean, you already see that the Stalkers are getting a good amount of kills on their own. Bly knows it's over, and he types out GG to give GunGFuBanDa the series victory.